Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6 and Merry Christmas Eve to all who celebrate. I'm Bridget Bureau. Glad you're with us. We start tonight with what's being a challenging holiday season for people at a condo complex in Manchester. They have been dealing with electricity problems for nearly a month now and are calling on state lawmakers for help. Fox 61's Emma Wolf-Horst spoke with tenants at the Lawton Gardens.
Residents are still really frustrated tonight after weeks of power problems here at this condo complex in Manchester. This huge generator behind me, the only reason this building still has any power on Christmas Eve.
It's a sound people at Lawton Gardens in Manchester are now accustomed to.
It's just been a huge problem, one thing after another.
This generator is the only thing powering one of these two condominium buildings after the complex lost power November 29th.
We had power flicker 5 times over the weekend. I was outside, the circuit breaker blew. Caused some sparks and noise. So both buildings were without power. Eversource came, reset the circuit breaker each time. And it would just blow again.
Neighbors say the power began to flicker and surge on November 21st. Multiple people tell Fox 61 they lost electricity for as many as 5 days.
Power doesn't come in, and then my refrigerator, my freezer and my refrigerator both is, when I open, and then I realize, oh, it's like smell it.
Mohsin Kadawala sent us these photos of spoiled food and hundreds of dollars lost after his power was out for a week. He and his neighbors at Lawton Gardens say Eversource workers came to the complex multiple times to reset circuit breakers in late November. They tell us only one of the buildings was successfully fixed. The day after Thanksgiving, the front building lost power for good. Lawton Gardens management paid out of pocket to rent a generator for the building. Those who live here say the generator costs $600 a day, and that doesn't include the diesel fuel.
Each condo unit is being assessed $3,000 just to cover the cost of this.
The generator has now been running for nearly a month to keep power going to this building, as Eversource still hasn't fixed the issue. That's why condo owners reached out to their state representative, Jeff Luxembourg, for help.
Eversource just had a list of never-ending excuses. And I don't think, any of them passed the smell test.
In an email to Fox 61, an Eversource spokesperson says the issues at Lawton Gardens are, quote, related to a problem with customer-owned equipment. They added, quote, as soon as we were made aware of the situation, we began working with the customer to address it. There was a slight delay last week due to weather, but we've expedited the necessary work. But Luxembourg and those who live here say this should have been fixed long before the holidays.
And Eversource tells me they will have the full repairs fixed for the complex here by this Thursday. Reporting in Manchester, Emma Wolf-Horst, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Emma, thank you. New tonight, fire crews responded to a barn fire in Columbia. This happened around 10:30 this morning on Pine Street. Firefighters from neighboring towns responded to provide some extra manpower. Some of those crews were on the scene for several hours. We've reached out to fire officials for an update and are still waiting to hear back. And over in Woodstock, a barn caught fire there as well. This happened yesterday afternoon at Elm Farm on Dug Hill Road. Officials say all 60 dairy cows that were inside the barn at the time were safely evacuated. No injuries were reported, and several fire departments responded to help put out the flames. Well, we saw a white Christmas Eve. What will we see on Christmas tomorrow? Meteorologist Deshaun Robinson is here now with that answer. So what is it, Deshaun?
Unfortunately, not a white Christmas, but there could be a dusting of snow on the ground. So tomorrow we are looking at lots of sunshine. The sunny weather will persist for the next several days. Now we are looking at a warm end to 2024, so 50s by the time we get into next week. Rain returns on Sunday, and it's partly cloudy overhead, very quiet across the northeast and the Midwest as we have that high pressure that is just sitting over our region. If you are heading out there to enjoy your Christmas Eve, it's a bit chilly across the state. 32 right now in Chester, coming in at 36 in New Haven, 33 in Hartford, and 29 degrees in Torrington. Now tonight will be a rather quiet one, partly cloudy, chilly with a low temperature around 19 degrees. Lots of sunshine for tomorrow, so definitely get outside and enjoy the weather. Coming up, I'll let you know when you may need to walk with an umbrella. Bridget?
Sounds good day, Sean. Thank you very much. And Fox 61's Kaylee Collins braved the cold conditions this morning in Kent to bring you the winter wonderland.
Well, the snow came and went pretty quickly here in the area of Litchfield Hills, leaving just a slight coating on the sidewalks and on the roadways here. But it was a pretty welcome sight to see for many who wanted to get into that holiday spirit, starting off their Christmas Eve morning with a little bit of light snow. You can take a look at the roadways here. This is what it was looking like after the snow had cleared out of this area. This is Main Street in Kent. You can take a look at the festive Christmas tree over here. The lights were on in the early morning hours when it was still dark out, but in the daylight you can see that there is still some coating there of snow out on the trees. And it was a similar story for the roadways, not too much of an accumulation, but it did lead to a little bit of slush on the roads. There were plows out and about in the morning, working to clear the roads, salting it, making sure that it didn't disrupt the commute too much, and it was the same case for the area sidewalks as well. We did speak to people who both lived and worked nearby who did welcome the sight of the snow to start off their holiday festivities, but we're glad that it was just a bit of a coating.
Get a little snow in. It's going to stop soon here, I guess, so then we'll be good to go. Everybody can get out and go to their parties and stuff like that, so it should be good.
Beautiful. It's great out here. I wouldn't have it any other way. We're definitely a hallmark town. People come from all over the place to see us, to see the town, everything, all the stores, the businesses. People love it, and we're so happy to be a part of it.
Kent truly was looking like a Hallmark movie with the snow coming down, and even as it cleared out with a little bit of that accumulation remaining, it was truly feeling like you were in the middle of a holiday movie. So for everybody who is celebrating Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. Reporting in Kent, Kaylee Collins, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Always love waking up to some fresh coating of snow. Thank you, Kaylee. And experts are predicting record-breaking travel this holiday season, but for thousands of people across the country, it got off to a bit of a rocky start. Dana Marie McNichol is at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport with what happened.
Whether it's by plane, train, or automobile, millions of Americans are packing up and heading out for the holidays.
There's also a magic about the holidays that makes it exciting to travel.
AAA says nearly 120 million people will travel 50 miles or more from their homes between December 21st and January 1st, which is on pace to narrowly beat the travel record set back in 2019 pre-pandemic.
Not everybody leaves at the same time at the end of the year, and that's what makes this year-end travel period a little bit trickier. It's good to prepare and plan ahead for the worst-case scenario.
Some American Airlines travelers saw their worst-case scenario Tuesday morning, a nationwide ground stop. More than 1,400 flights were delayed due to a technical issue. Flights were grounded for about an hour before the all-clear was given. American Airlines apologized in a statement, adding, "It's all hands on deck as our team is working diligently to get customers where they need to go as quickly as possible."
You know, if America says it's under control, then I got to go with American and believe them.
The other thing to be mindful of, weather. While many hope for a white Christmas, snow could cause some travel delays in the Northeast. Snow is also in the forecast for the Mountain West, while other areas of the West Coast and South could see rain.
So be flexible. If you're going on a road trip and you see that there's severe weather coming, adjust your time.
Experts say the least busiest day to travel this time of year is Christmas Day. In Atlanta, I'm Dana Marie McNichol, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We've been dealing with frigid temperatures for the past few days here in Connecticut, and officials are now investigating if 2 deaths are a recent result of the cold that we've been experiencing. The Connecticut Office of the Chief Medical Examiner is looking into 2 deaths from over the weekend. The circumstances around these deaths are still unclear tonight, but the medical examiner says the 2 were not homeless. This is a reminder of the dangers of cold conditions, so if you need help staying warm, call 211. Workers can help you find a shelter or a warming center near you. They can even arrange free transportation to and from. Again, call 211 or visit their website 211ct.org. State police are investigating a crash involving a car and a tractor trailer on I-91 in Rocky Hill. It happened in the southbound lanes near exit 23 just before midnight. Troopers say when they got there, they found the car on fire and debris lying across several lanes. A second tractor trailer was also damaged after it ran over that debris. Troopers tell us there were minor injuries sustained. The Department of Transportation responded to clean up the mess. We were working to learn more details after a person died in an apartment building fire in Bridgeport. Police say it happened just before 5 last night on Connecticut Avenue, and you can see all the activity here. 3 people were taken to the hospital. The extent of their injuries are unclear tonight. It took crews around 2 hours to put out these flames. The Red Cross is now assisting 4 adults and 4 children who were living in the building and are now displaced. No word on what caused the fire or the identity of the person who passed away.